Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy, the FOOTI to the big E here once again with a brand new video. Now, it has been a absolute quick minute. Well, I say quick minute. I have not done a WWE predictions pay-per-view video since 2017. I did promise that Footstep Sports was going to get back to normal, and this was a big part of Footstep Sports when I originally started. So WWE prediction videos are back. It's Money in the Bank 2019, people. So let's get into the video. So the first match I want to talk about is the 205 Live or WWE Cruiserweight title match, which is Tony Nese versus Davari. Now, I'll be totally honest, I don't keep up to date with 205 Live. I always watch the Cruiserweight matches when they're on a pay-per-view. I enjoyed the Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese one at WrestleMania. I can see Tony Nese retaining in this match against Davari. Should be quite entertaining. Davari's pretty good at what he does. Tony Nese is really good as well, as we know. People backstage at WWE are really high on Tony Nese, so I can't see them taking the title off him this quick, especially as Buddy Murphy had a really long run with the title. So I predict Tony Nese to win in what should be normally on the pay-per-view shows a really good cruiserweight title match. So Tony Nese with the win on this one, people, and let's move on. The next one I'm going to talk about is the tag team title match, which is Daniel Bryan and his tag team partner Rowan defending the titles against one of my favourite team, the Usos. Obviously, this is a cross-promotional match, so I don't expect the Usos to get the win here. I expect a really good matchup here at the two teams. Daniel Bryan can wrestle. Rowan seems to be flourishing under Daniel Bryan. Their little chemistry is doing really well. The Usos don't need me to tell you how good the Usos are. The Usos, for me, have been the best tag team in the last couple of years in the WWE, along with the Revival, who just ain't being used right. So, yeah, I expect this to be a great matchup that I will probably really thoroughly enjoy. But no Uso win for me, unfortunately. Oh no, guys, no Uso win, man. So I expect the Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan's win for the Smackdown Tag Team Champions. So let's just move on, people. So next I want to talk about is the match between The Miz and Shane OMalley, which has spilt over from WrestleMania. I'll be honest with you, I was really entertained with their match at WrestleMania. I thought it was really good. I'm not a big Miz fan. If you go back to my videos a couple of years ago when I used to do predictions, you will know that I used to slate The Miz over and over. But The Miz, for me, is doing his thing. He's probably the guy who has gone up in my estimation more than anyone else in the last couple of years. The Miz has worked his ass off. His match with Shane at WrestleMania was really good. It was good on the factor that Miz basically just pummeled Shane to death through the whole match. And in a weird way, it was actually a really good outcome with how the finish was at the WrestleMania match. So I'm hopefully looking forward to a really good matchup here in the steel cage. I'm looking for a good bit of storytelling to end this feud. I can't see this feud going much longer, so we want to see this feud end with a good story in a match in the steel cage, and hopefully Miz walks away with a win. So up next, I want to talk about the US title match, Samoa Joe defending against Rey Mysterio Jr. Now, I don't expect a title change here. I expect Samoa Joe to walk away with the title. I'm hoping for quite a good match, to be honest. Hopefully a lot longer than the WrestleMania 25 seconds beatdown of Rey Mysterio that was at WrestleMania. In recent weeks, they've been using Dominic as part of the storyline as well, so it's got that now personal feel to the rivalry between Rey Mysterio and Samoa Joe, so that could take it with a whole new kind of like direction with the storytelling in this match. But I predict Samoa Joe to walk away with the title in what should be a bit of a knockdown drag out match, providing it's given time. So the next matchup, as you can see, I'm going to talk about is Roman Reigns versus Elias. Now, this has come around since obviously the shake-up and Elias being the big acquisition for Team Smackdown, the biggest acquisition they've ever had, where, to be honest, you can't fool us fans. As soon as that was announced, I did think Roman was going over to the Smackdown brand. Obviously, the big Fox deal is coming soon. They want the big dog on SmackDown. They want the biggest star in the WWE to be on SmackDown, and unfortunately that is Roman Reigns. And they've struggled recently since the shake-up, and they've had to do the wild card just to get Roman back on Raw for both shows, because without Raw there is no Roman, and without no Roman on SmackDown there is no probably Fox deal, so they've got to have Roman on both shows. Roman to look strong. Elias, I'll be honest, I went to WWE Newcastle the other week and Elias really entertained me. I don't personally walk with Elias all the time, but Elias is growing on me. But Roman to run through Elias in what should be an average match. I don't think Roman's back to full fitness yet, and I don't think WWE really want to roll the dice with Roman at the minute, and that's why they're putting in matches like this. So Roman with the win, and let's just move on, people. The next one I want to talk about, as you just saw, is the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. As you might all know from this past weekend, Alexa Bliss is out. Nikki Cross is in to replace Alexa Bliss. I really don't know what's going on with Alexa. I know that she's injured. Obviously, it sounds like it's a concussion. There also is rumours going around that it could be a bad one, to the point where her career could be in jeopardy. Hopefully that's not the case. I really like Alexa Bliss, as most people do. I think she's great at what she does, great superstar, and hopefully that is not the end of her career. But I'm honestly going for a massive wild card in this one, because I'm going to predict that the winner of this one is actually Mandy Rose. I know a lot of you people will go, what, Mandy Rose? But hear me out on this one. Vince is big on Mandy Rose, and to be honest, this is the sort of match where, you know, someone like Mandy can walk away with the case. We've seen it before with Carmella when Jay Zelvos came out. At the moment, I would say Mandy's in that sort of bracket with Carmella, where the WWE want to push her, but she's still a bit green. So Mandy to win this one is not a bad shout, and that's the one I'm going to go with. So Mandy Rose to walk away, your women's Money in the Bank winner. So up next, as you can see, I want to talk about the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, I would love, in this match, I would love a Ricochet win. I love Ricochet. Ricochet is the man for me. The fact that he's in this match makes me so happy, because we know we're going to get some crazy high-flying spots. And the fact that Ali's in it as well, you're going to get mad crazy spots. And then you've also got Sami Zayn, who also could give you mad crazy spots. Also, you know, as you know, Sami Zayn took the place of Braun Strowman in this week's Raw to get his spot, get this spot at Money in the Bank. A lot of people are saying there's heat on Braun Strowman backstage. I don't know if that's the case. I look at the dynamics in this match, and I don't really see where Braun fits in this match. You know, he's a big guy, and obviously, you know, you've got Baron Corbin in there as well, and Drew, but he is a really, really big guy, and this match looks like it's tailor-made to be quite high spotty, and I don't really think Braun Strowman really fits into that, so I think that's why they took him out. I personally would love Finn Balor to win if Ricochet didn't, but I've got this really sneaking suspicion that I'm going with a Drew Money in the Bank win to ring the briefcase. I think Drew will walk away with it. I think that would make sense. A feud with him and Seth down the line would make sense. So Drew for me to win the men's Money in the Bank, and yeah, maybe cashing around about SummerSlam time. Who knows? So next I want to talk about the first of the two WWE Women Championship matches. So the first one I'm going to talk about, as you can see, is Raw. Our girl, everyone's girl, the man, Becky Lynch, taking on Lacey Evans. Now, I fully expect Lacey Evans to not win this match. I believe Becky will win this match. I don't think that'll be at the end of the feud. I think this feud will carry on for a while. Becky Two Belts is on fire right now. You could tell that by the way they used her at WWE Newcastle last week. The WWE think really, really highly of her. The fans think really highly of her. So there is no win for Lacey Evans on this one. But I do predict this one should be, as much as it lasts, a really, really good matchup. Vince is very, very high on Lacey Evans, apparently. I think she's still a bit too green to put a title on her. And Becky's just hotter than fire at the minute. She is just burning brighter than anything else that WWE's got rolling at the minute. So you don't take the belt off of Becky while you're on this sort of a run. So Becky to win the Raw Women's Championship match, people, and let's move on. So the next one I'm going to talk about is the Smackdown Women's Championship match, which is Our girl again, Becky, 2 belts defending against Charlotte Flair. Now, Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch have had great matches in the past 6 to 9 months. But we've seen it. I've had enough of it. And please let this be the end of it, WWE. And as much as I just said in my last predictions that I could see Lacey Evans not winning, this one I could actually see Charlotte winning. And hear me out on this, people, before you start booing me and thinking about turning this off. Hear me out on this one. Now, common sense would tell me that WWE would keep the title on Becky on both. But logically, for the company, it's not good business having Becky walk around with both titles. You need to have the Smackdown Women's Championship on the show. So dropping it to Charlotte would make sense, even on the live show circuit. So you're talking that Becky's walking around on Raw with the 2 titles on the live show, and really, what have the people on Smackdown live show got? They've got the tag team titles, maybe. Alright, you could put the tag team titles with Iconics over there on them shows, but it needs its own identity. Unless you're going to merge it into one title and have a unified champion, it makes sense to drop it to Charlotte here. As much as I say it makes sense, I don't want that to happen. I would love Becky to just keep on walking around with 2 belts. Great for Raw and Smackdown on the side of they've got the biggest star, just like they have with Roman on both shows if she's walking around with both belts. But I just don't know how logically it is having Becky walk around with both and having Charlotte not win this match. Because if you don't have Charlotte win this match now, to take it back now, there's no one really on SmackDown that I believe is a threat to Becky that would legitimately give me a storyline where I go, oh, I could see her winning it, unless it is a case of, like I said earlier, Mandy Rose wins the Money in the Bank. You have Becky beat Lacey, Becky beat Charlotte, be absolutely bashed up by the end of it, and then Mandy cashes in and then goes over to SmackDown with the SmackDown title. Now, you could do it that way. That way it doesn't really damage Becky, and it gets it onto the show without giving it back to Charlotte, if that makes sense. But I just don't know where the WWE go with this. So I'm going to go with Charlotte on my predictions, as much as I want it to be Becky, just for the fact that I feel the belts need to be kind of split away from each other. So the next one I want to talk about is Kofi Kingston, the man of the moment, my man from the New Day, versus KO Kevin Owens. Now, I expect Kofi to retain here, only for the fact is that, again, it's too close to WrestleMania to take the title off of Kofi now. He's still in great momentum. The fans are still buzzing about Kofi getting his opportunity after 11 years and winning a big one. So it's not the right time to take the title off of Kofi. This match with Kevin Owens should be alright. Kevin Owens, we know he works really well. Kofi's chemistry with everyone lately has been tremendous. The fans are behind him, so I predict a good first title defense for Kofi Kingston on pay-per-view, and a win for Kofi in this one. Last but not least, I want to talk about the match between the phenomenal AJ Styles and Seth, the Universal Champion Rollins. Now, this match is the match that actually made me want to do a predictions video, because I am gassed about this match. I love AJ Styles, as you can see. I love Seth Rollins. For me, this is a dream matchup that I've wanted to see for years. Apart from, I would love to see Seth versus Nakamura as well, is another one. It's only happened once before on the Indies. Seth has come a long way since then. AJ has got better since then. He knows how to work a match. I don't expect the Phenomenal One to walk away champion. I do expect Seth Rollins to retain, but retain he will in an absolute classic of a match that will have us just dribbling for more. And if it's a pure wrestling match that you want to see, this match is going, oh, this is like, I don't know, Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole at NXT TakeOver before WrestleMania. I mean, that match was amazing. This match has everything to offer as well. Two pure wrestlers, pure 100% guys who know how to tell a story, are both great in the ring. And what is there not to love about this matchup? I'm just going to sit there in awe, sit back and really enjoy it, and hope that it doesn't get spoiled by a cash-in or anything like that. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this and a Seth Rollins win. So guys, that is my predictions video done for Money in the Bank. I want to thank you guys so much for watching it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, this is the first time, please hit that subscribe button. I will be back with more WWE content. Also, if you've not been to my channel before, this is the first thing that's brought you to my channel, have a look. There is some good vlogs from shows I've been to recently. And I'm out of here, guys. Bless and peace, people. Take care.